Hey friends, Bill here. Hope you're having a good week. Want to give you a quick update and talk about the upcoming events. Niagara Falls was fantastic. 6 of us there preaching Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of this past weekend. Fantastic time. If you've never been to Niagara Falls, at least on the Canada side, it's an amazing, just natural beauty. Two massive falls. It attracts a lot of people. And so they've set up a park there at the falls, a park where you can, you can walk up and look over the falls. You can get on one of these sort of tugboat looking things and go into the falls and get really close to the falls. But anyway, that attracts a lot of people to come to Niagara Falls. Of course, we were there to take advantage of it. And so it worked out great. There were two key ministry locations, one down at the bottom of Clifton Hill. If you look up Clifton Hill, Niagara Falls County, you see the road. At the bottom is where everybody sort of converges before they cross the street to this Niagara Falls, National Park Service kind of facility that's set up. So one group was down there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we were all down there on Monday. And then the rest of us, which is where I was primarily, was at the top of Clifton Hill. Was probably a quarter mile up the hill. And so in both of those sections, you could preach, use amplification. In our section, you could pass out tracts. So that's one reason we got those spots. It was also a place where you had plenty of space. So location's great. There's probably two other decent, good enough. You've got a good team there, locations there in the area. One downtown, one a little bit, I guess that would be north of the bottom of the hill ministry location. But let's just focus real on the two Clifton Hill locations. Great spot. Lots of people come into town and they walk down the hill. They enter Clifton Hill Road at some point. It's like a Gatlinburg. It's like one of these cities that has a lot of really, believe it or not, stores and all kinds of crazy stuff that attracts people. But anyway, they come into the city and then they start going down the hill and they'll go down at the bottom of the hill. And so that attracts the flow. Some will start at the top and walk down. Some of that's just by virtue of parking, things like that. But anyway, it's a great time. In Canada, just by itself, is a very international nation. At least in the big cities, they've been at this international game for a long time. And it's been that way ever since I've been going. So just naturally, Canadians will be from other foreign nations and be other religions. So that in of itself is a great opportunity. Plus, a Memorial Day weekend there in Niagara Falls attracts tourists and people. I heard foreign languages. I didn't know what they were saying. So that was good. It wasn't an overwhelming number of people, but it was steady all day long. Lots of interaction. Even a pastor from near South Carolina, near where Jason McGow lives, said hello to us. And several people were glad to see us. Canadian people, the people there were glad to see the preaching. Just very, very few. I don't even remember anybody really smart off with any degree of intensity. So it was a great spot, great place for ministry. It's also a great place for training. So Lord willing, we'll go back next year. It's just an easygoing place to get into to start the process of preaching. Had a great team of guys, 6 of us. Michael from Canada was one of the 6. You might have met Michael at Super Bowl. He was there. He lives in a Swift Current. So great time. Next time, Lord willing, I'll see Michael is at in Manitoba, Winnipeg for the Grey Cup in November. So put that on your calendar. As also one more side, we may be going to Toronto the first weekend in July, June 30th, July 4th, do some preaching in the city. If you have an interest, let me know. Upcoming events, June 12 to 14, Bonnaroo Music Fest, Corey Lindsay leading the team. 2 days of preaching. He does a great job. He's done a great job recruiting, getting it organized. I think the cost is only $50. His church has Pastor Owens is housing everybody at the church. Adam Cutshaw, some other people providing meals. Should be a great time of fellowship. 16 people is what he's looking for. I think 13 have registered, maybe 14. So a couple more spots to go. 2 days preaching at this sort of outdoor weekend music fest. And here's the way they do it. If you know what a Woodstock is, that's where they put on these concerts out in the fields. Everybody stayed out there in the fields. They didn't come and go. They just stay there and listen to music all weekend. Well, that's what this is. They just stay there all weekend, listen to music. There's nothing good going on. They don't set it up to be good. There's nothing there but this music and darkness, and it's really a bad scene. So while I'm making a case for us, if you have an interest in going at all, you're definitely needed to be there to bring light and life into the darkness. So Bonnaroo, June 12 to 14, Manchester, Tennessee, George Whitfield Program Fellowship Summer Conference, June 16 to 20. I probably haven't been very clear about who's invited. Here's the big idea. Ideally, if I could quite have my way, it would be 100 of us guys getting together one time a year and this week and just really fellowshipping without an event. That's the big idea. Come together, celebrate. Like pastors have conferences and you see other conferences, be kind of a conference, if you will. I know that's a dreaded word, but when we sort of step back from the work a little bit, come together for fellowship and some training, some teaching. That's the big idea. How it breaks down is there's really sort of two groups of people. One, guys who want to be part of the George Whitefield program, and which I'm certainly encouraging people to do, which is for vocational full-time evangelists. And there should be details on the website where you see this video. And then guys who open air preach, don't want to be full-time, but want to come for the trainings. That'd be kind of the two camps. I mean, really, I was saying earlier today, really, if someone came to me and said, I want to pass out tracts once a week or once a month, I want to join a missions agency. Like I said, I'm on the board of REF, Reformed Evangelistic Fellowship. Once you register with them, you can do what you want. You want to join REF, we're happy to train you whatever we're doing. So we want to be a service to the body in this kind of business, if you will. You can do what you want. I sort of try to err on being there to help everybody that wants to get out in this kind of work versus just really being, rifle shot on exactly what we're doing. So anyway, if you have an interest in evangelism and want to come to the trainings, that's a starting point. And then we can go whether you're open air preaching or want to be part of the Whitefield program. So check out the links and see what you want to do. 16 to 20, the two trainings are expository preaching by Heath Puchalist. Keep your finger in the text, doing that live. You will be critiqued live as you give a sermon before the other guys that are there. And my training, which I call Living the Life, or really learning all the details about what happens to your life when you move into the full-time realm, how you become a minister, how your relationships change, your relationship with civil magistrate, consistency, your chaplain ministry, and of course the dreaded word fundraising as well, supporting yourself. So I cover all that stuff. So those are two. I toyed with having another class. I failed to get it done. So next year we'll probably have a third class. I thought about teaching Greek or Hebrew or something. That would be my first instinct. So keep on the lookout for next year if you don't make it this year. And then, let's see, I thought there was three of it. Oh, the Club Cup going on starting June 14. Check out the links at the bottom on this video and see where the games are at. What it is, a month-long series of soccer games at 14 stadiums around the country. What I'm asking you to do, if you live near one of those stadiums, then commit to preach to all those games at that stadium. I think Atlanta has the most, like 6 games. Some places have 2 games. It's not a big commitment, but there should be a lot of people there. Great opportunity to preach Christ as well. Last thing is SFL 1000 MLS. That's a name for soccer, and MLB. Looking for guys to preach at their nearby Major League Baseball or soccer stadium. The links are on this email. So if you click the link, you can see where the teams are if you don't know if you have one or not. Same with baseball. And to be a part of the 1000 program with baseball, you're going to be asked to preach to half or more of the home games your team plays. So baseball teams play about 81 home games. That's 40 games over about a 5-month period. It's not too much for MLS. They have asking you to preach at 17 or half of the home, I think all the home games, which are 17. Plus there's a league championship series where if your team is included in that tournament, which runs from July to August, you're asked to preach those games as well. That information is on the link also on this email. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Keep preaching. If I can help you in any way, pray for you in any way, or you want to meet somebody somewhere, text me. That's the best thing, 423-724-7500. Thanks.